Hello, this is Boston Mountain Homestead, and I'm coming today to you to apologize partially because I haven't been making any videos, but I have been taking care of my mother-in-law, and with that, um, it sometimes it's been very stressful, and I know that my family, my husband, and it was it he sorry. My husband would not have wanted, nor my mother-in-law wanted me to post on Facebook about the situation we were in and what we were going through. And so I didn't. I just chose to not say anything. Um, yeah, it was very stressful at times and um, very difficult. Sometimes taking care of someone who is going through hospice and going through the things they were going through, it was very difficult at times. And so yeah, that's the reason why I haven't been posting. But my husband and I have done some remodeling on our house, and so I thought that I would make a video of that. And oh, by the way, the my mother-in-law did pass away December 28th of last year, sorry, the 2019. And so now that it's all over with and everything's calmed down, I'm going to try and get back into the swing of things and start posting videos and getting ready for what I had planned to do with my YouTube channel. And right now I just have my chickens. I have not gotten any other animals other than my dogs. And I had a cat, and during this time that my mother-in-law, I was taking care of her, my cat passed away. We're not sure what happened to him. He just disappeared one night, and of course it was during where it was really bad weather and stuff, so I didn't go out searching for him. And when we finally went outside, we found him in our yard. He didn't look like anything had gotten a hold of him, so I don't know what was going on with him. But anyway, so he had passed away, and it was kind of disheartening because he was a loved cat. He was my bed buddy. He would play with my feet when I'd go to sleep, and anyway, he passed away. Also, when I had quit videoing, I had a bunch of baby chickens, and during that time, something happened to him. My husband and I had gone out one night, and I left my kids here, and they had unplugged the lights for the chicken house. And so when my husband and I got home real late, we had thought that they had put up our chickens, when in reality they didn't. It was dark, and so we didn't know that the door was still open, and so a lot of my baby birds passed away. All that I was left with was 4 silkies and 3 guineas, and the 3 guineas that I have left are females, and the silkies, I only have 1 female silkie, and the rest are roosters. At this moment, 2 of my white rooster silkies think the guinea hens are their little it's their mates. And I looked up on the internet, and believe it or not, that chickens and guineas can mate and they can have babies. So unfortunately, because I don't have any male guineas, I'm thinking that we're going to end up with half guinea, half chicken eggs, or babies. But we'll have to see. If that happens, I'll video it. During next spring, I'll be getting some more guineas and some more silkies, because I want more female silkies and not so many roosters. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here, and I will be adding the remodel of our bathroom that we've been doing, and you'll be able to see that. Anyway, thank you. This is the old bathtub that was in the mobile home, along with the way the bathroom looked at the time. The closet had this wall, and the wall had to come out along with part of the doorway in order to get this bathtub in there. So that's what we were working on. So we modified this bathroom so that the closet opened up in space, so we had more room, and we knew that this was going to have to take place. So my husband was demolitioning the closet wall, because without taking out this wall, the new bathtub that we had would never go into the mobile home. Before we got this house, we had purchased this bathtub that we're going to be putting into this mobile home for the other trailer, and so that when we bought this trailer, because we couldn't move the other trailer here, the tub and surround could not be returned, so we were determined to put it in this mobile home. I just realized the wallpaper in the bathroom is different from the wallpaper in the closet. That's okay, I'm going to paint it all anyway. It don't matter. And I want to put up shiplap on it eventually. Or faux shiplap, I should say. We're also going to be taking out this cabinet too eventually, and putting in a nice real wood cabinet in here for the sink. And then the sink is really bad plastic that we're going to be replacing, so with a porcelain sink. And then we're going to be rebuilding our composting commode, because we found out that we actually did it kind of wrong, so we will be doing a different one in here. These are the pipes that were behind the bathtub before we did the new bathtub and shower. Now this is the new bathtub, and it's a lot taller than the other bathtub, and we also got new shower heads and new faucets, which came with its own problems because we had to actually redesign the pipes that I showed you in the previous videos, and the surround is something that we had to put up. So when we purchased the pipes, they didn't have all the hardware you needed, and so it was a little frustrating. We had a lot of problems with the plumbing in this bathtub, because the way mobile homes are set up, they're not very easy to plumb. It's not easy to plumb it the right way. But this is how we had to do it. We had to put in some galvanized pipe in here in order to stiffen up the shower head and the faucet, because it wasn't going to work. We also we had to strap it down and kind of jimmy rig it. And then we also used shark bites in order to put the plumbing together. Here my husband is reinforcing the walls and taking out staples and stuff, because later on I want to put up a shelf on this wall, and the boards inside the wall are not 2x4s, and so there's nothing to really nail to, so he was fixing that. And then here he's building the header for our door. We're going to put in a barn door, a bypass barn door kit on this, and we had to make sure that we had something to screw to. So he was putting all that together so that when it come time, we actually had stuff to nail to. Here he put the boards back up on the walls after we did all the plumbing in the bathtub, and we ended up using that space for his storage. And here we are rebuilding the doorway, although we're making it a little larger than it originally was. And so that's what they were doing, is building the doorway back in for their bathroom. Here we're going to eventually put in a sliding barn door also. But anyway, this is the primer that we had to use on the wall, and then the paint we used. The primer was because in mobile homes we have this shiny wallpaper, and the wallpaper, the paint will not stick to it. But this is the shiplap we decided to put up, and we used quarters to separate the shiplap. We painted the walls first so that you wouldn't see anything, any of the wallpaper through the cracks that we made. And I shiplapped all the way down the side of the closet that we had built. I covered up my clothing so that when I painted, here it's painted, and we are starting to put up the railing for the bypass barn door kit. Now I have to say that this kit we bought didn't actually work the way the instructions said it was supposed to, so we actually had to improvise as we were doing it. The measurements didn't come out right on the instructions, so when my husband started to do this, the first one went on just like it was supposed to in the instructions, but the second part we actually had to do it differently. And so I mean, it was set up correctly as far as for the door itself, but to hang it we had to improvise and make sure we had boards behind it, because originally we had planned on the boards by the measurements on the instructions. I'm coming on this side so I can video it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that with a ratchet. I don't want to get too tight where it spins in there like this one did.
Alright.
Two more big.
I thought I gave. Oh, I didn't. Here's this one. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, I gotta put you. Okay, we're back. I had to find a bolt with a washer. Alright guys, it's up. Now we have to build the doors. So we bought this bypass barn door kit from Wayfair.com, and I actually accidentally bought one that was too big. I bought a 66-inch and it was supposed to be a 60-inch, so we actually had to use Larry's grinder and actually cut off the ends of it so that it wouldn't be too long. But we decided to leave extra on this side so that the door could actually slide closer to the tub down here, giving us a little more room inside the closet to get through when we build these doors. Well, we are done with the first phase of our bathroom remodel. We will be building some doors, and I will video that as we're actually building them and figuring it out